this is Michelle Kaye, and I'm the Early Intervention and Inclusion Director here at Felton. And I am here today taking calls from Felton parents about concerns that they're having with their children at home. Oh, and it looks like we have a call coming in right now. Let's see who this is. Hi, Lovey Dove. How are you doing?
Hi, Miss Michelle. I'm doing good, but there's some problems that I was hoping that you could help me with today. It's about Turtle Dove. He's not quite listening to me today or in the past week or so.
Oh, I think I saw that. I saw a video where you were asking him to clean up and he wasn't following directions. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with that.
So has anything happened recently, like in the last week or last few weeks, that you think are making it so that he's not listening to you?
Well, we are really out of routine. I think he is running out of things to do and not getting his usual morning workout, which is flying in the sky. And he seems to have so much energy, which is leading him to not wanting to take a nap in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So one of the main things that I would say to start off with is that for young children like Turtle Dove, it's super important for them to have a routine. So it doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing every day. It doesn't mean that you have to stick to like a specific worked out schedule the same way that you would at school, but it's really important to have a regular routine for him of just general activities. So, you wake up, you have breakfast, then maybe you're going to do some tabletop activities, whether that's writing, drawing, something academic. Then you're going to go play outside for a little while, come back in for lunch. And if it's really, really hard to get him to nap at home, and if he's resisting the nap, I would say don't fight for the nap too much. It's just important for him to have some quiet time. So you can go read him a couple books in his room or see if he's okay to lie down for a little bit and you rub his back, something so that he knows that every day there's going to be a quiet time for him where he can just sit down and relax, and maybe he will end up falling asleep and maybe he won't. That's more important than just really pushing him to have this nap. And so maybe after that, you guys do some more outside time, a little bit more tabletop activity time, and then maybe it's ready for dinner. And then after dinner, maybe you give him a little bit of screen time. I would say it's really important to see if you can limit the screen time. I know it's really, really hard right now since everyone's at home, but as much as you can have that not be a big part of his day, that's going to really help him with the sleeping as well. And then it's going to put him in a better mood. The other thing I would say is really important is exercise. So, generally Turtle Dove is at school a lot of the day and his brain is working, his legs are working, his hands are working. He's super, super busy. So if there's one thing that you can do every day, it's get him some exercise. So I don't know where you guys live or how much it's possible for you to go outside while being safe, but there's definitely some fun indoor activities you can do with him too. So you could even do games where you're jumping on the bed, or if he's able to just fly around the kitchen for a little while, you can set up an obstacle course, something, because that exercise that's what he really needs given his age to stay calm and to stay healthy and happy. And then it's also going to wear him out so he can sleep better at night. The other thing I would say is right now, it sounds like you're getting really frustrated with him, right? At certain moments when he's not listening to you. And when those moments happen, the most important thing is not actually what you're going to say to Turtle Dove, but stepping right in to start talking to Turtle Dove about his behavior, but take a second for yourself. So when children, when they do things to upset us, oftentimes what we do is that we get really, really escalated and we're in our brain and we're not thinking, we're just getting mad and reacting. And it's really normal for us to feel like a really strong heartbeat in those moments. And it's hard for us to really think and act in the way that we want to act towards our children. So rather than focusing on Turtle Dove when you get upset, I would focus on you. So if he's safe, if he's okay, if he's comfortable, just let him be, even if he's, screaming, have a tantrum, as long as you know he's in a safe place, he's not going to do anything to hurt himself or anybody else. You go into the other room, go into the bathroom, take a couple deep breaths. You might remember the calming breath that Miss Michelle has been teaching during her videos. That's not just for the baby Kimochis, that's for us grown-ups too to do. So we can actually use that breath ourselves to smell the flower, blow out the candle, or just look at yourself in the mirror for a minute, get a snack, take 2 minutes to calm down, and then go back and talk to Turtle Dove about his behavior. And when you do talk to him, use simple language. So it's often as parents, when we get upset with children, we throw a lot of words at them. So we might say something like, Turtle Dove, I've told you 12 times to clean up those toys. I need you to clean them up right now, or else you're not getting a treat. That's a lot of language to throw at a child, especially a child that might have limited language skills and a child that's upset. So I would just give simple, clear directions and stick to them. So you can say something like, Turtle Dove, you have 5 minutes to clean up those toys. I need that to be done within 5 minutes. Something like that. And then he actually has to finish cleaning up the toys within 5 minutes. And if he doesn't clean up the toys within 5 minutes, then you're going to have to figure out, okay, what is the consequence going to be for that? Are you going to have to take something away? Are you going to repeat it? What's going to happen after that 5 minutes? But whatever instruction you give, you need to stick to it as a parent. And it has to be something that's reasonable, simple, and consistent. So when he is, when he's really upset, a lot of times the other thing that can be hard for parents is figuring out how to get him to get out of that tantrum. Is that something that you have a hard time with Turtle Dove?
Yes. So once he does have a tantrum, it's really hard to get him out of it. So what do you think I should do when he's tantrum? Just give him a moment so that he can go back to baseline later, or talk to them at the moment? I'm not sure when I should step in, Miss Michelle.
Yeah, so when he's really upset and he's having a tantrum and he's screaming at you, and if he's demanding things or anything like that, you don't want to give him what he's demanding, right? So if he's yelling at you and he's saying, I want the iPad, I want the iPad, you don't want to give him the iPad in that moment, because then, of course, he's going to think, okay, I need to scream at her before I get the iPad. That being said, you can give him a couple minutes to calm down on his own. If he doesn't calm down on his own, you can help him with regulating, and you can help him calm down without giving him what he was tantruming for. So you can sit with him and put him in your lap. You can stroke his wings. You can sing him a lullaby. You can do whatever you need to get him to calm down. And then once he's calm and he's settled, then you want to talk to him about what happened. So maybe you wait and you help him calm down from his tantrum. And once he's breathing regularly and you're breathing regularly, that's the time in which you start telling him, Turtle Dove, I'm going to need you to help mommy clean up those toys. I'll help you do it. We can do it together, but I really do need you to help clean up those toys. And then once we're done cleaning up the toys, then we're going to watch a movie together. Or then you can watch your iPad together after we're done cleaning up those toys. And then I would say that later, so when it's not right after the situation, but maybe the next day, a couple hours later, you want to go back to Turtle Dove and say, Turtle Dove, when you were having a tantrum before and you were yelling at mommy, that really did hurt mommy's feelings. And then you can have a more complicated conversation with him about remembering what happened and how he felt and how it made you feel, but you don't want to do it right in that moment because he's still upset. So that would be the worst time for you to go in and say, Turtle Dove, that makes me really sad. He doesn't care, right? He's still upset. Wait to have that conversation a little bit later on. Are there any things that you can think about that calm him?
He does like that Bob Marley song called Three Little Birds.
Okay. That sounds like that's a perfect thing to do to him then. I would wait until he calms down. I would use that to calm him down, and you can just put the song on, and it's actually perfect because you are able to give attention to the child by playing his song and helping calm him down, but you're not giving attention to the behavior. So a lot of times you might hear people talk about, don't give him attention, don't give him attention. Well, I think it's okay for us to give attention to children when they're upset to help calm them down. But what we don't want to do is give the behavior a lot of attention by saying, don't do that, don't do that. You're doing this. I don't like that. That's giving a lot of attention to the behavior. But playing Three Little Birds for him is helping to give the child attention without giving attention to the behavior. So I hope some of that was helpful. Is that stuff that you can see yourself doing, Lovey Dove?
I could totally see all those things. Those are really realistic things that I can actually do. I think I was just having a really high expectations for myself during this stressful and difficult time. And also sort of unrealistic expectations for my baby bird. I expected him to be listening to me all the time. But in fact, I have to take in consideration that he's having a hard time too at home. I'm definitely going to give it a try. Mommy, mommy, where are you? Oh, I'm sorry. He's tantruming in the back right now. I've got to go, Miss Michelle.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lovey Dove. Please tell all of us how it went, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
So,
Bye-bye. I'm gonna tell
bye.
you how it goes.
Okay. Bye, Lovey Dove.
Bye.
So, while after Lovey Dove leaves, I can tell you guys that, I think it's really important for everybody, not just Lovey Dove, but all of us to be really to forgive ourselves during this time because it is really challenging. And you can just think about as each day goes by how you can do things a little bit better, a little bit differently, but we're all going to get upset and we're all going to have those moments. And it's really, really hard being home with young children, but we're all doing the best we can. All right. Well, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye.